I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
There was situations that he put me in to, make me lose.
About what Floyd trying to do. Gervonta Davis talking about Floyd trying to make him leave his old trainer.
According to reports, Gervonta Davis accosted Floyd Mayweather, was accompanied by his wife and bodyguards, causing chaos at an airport. Both sides held their position, attracting the attention of onlookers who saw the tense moment suddenly erupt. Floyd seemed surprised by the sudden face-off atmosphere that filled the space.
I know. All that bullshit.
The boxing community is tense over rumors that Floyd Mayweather is training Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis's next opponent. This battle feels very personal too. Davis, it's not just another battle. Feelings of betrayal have been triggered by the possibility that the guy who once trained him is now in his opponent's corner. Although unverified, these rumors have added emotional weight to an already heated matchup in which Davis is getting set to face Roach, and perhaps the shadow of his former instructor.
No. He almost hit you. Get that. Hold him. I know what y'all gonna do. I go that way for a reason. Who should go record? Who should record?
Weathers. Actions over the years have raised questions about his true intentions regarding Davis's career. Though he has publicly praised Davis and wished him success, his behavior often tells a different story. One of the most controversial moments came when Floyd reportedly shared insights into Davis' fighting style with Frank Martin, another rival. Considering Mayweather's deep understanding of Davis's strengths and habits, giving that information to opponents feels like a direct contradiction of his stated support. It appears that Floyd's mentorship may have always come with hidden strings.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys. So what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, cause 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, you know, like, cause you know you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. You know, it could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know, that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heave to it and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something. You know, and it could be the same thing. You know, you might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of like feel about yourself.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me can't pin in it.
Who had long trusted Floyd as a mentor as well as a promoter, was clearly affected emotionally during that period. Davis felt incredibly alone after realizing that Mayweather might be against him. When that betrayal comes from someone who helped you advance in your profession, it affects you differently. In addition to being professionally harmed, Davis also experienced personal harm, having to face the possibility that the man who had once mentored him was now attempting to undermine him.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Floyd Mayweather hinted at a new documentary. project that he says would reveal shocking truths, including events involving Davis. It grabbed headlines. Many people view this as a final blow in the two's failing relationship, rather than a private conclusion, as he implied that the video will reveal all that goes on behind the scenes, including secrets that have never been revealed. It's evident to Davis that Mayweather views their relationship as not just broken, but also ended, since he seems prepared to make their disagreement public.
My documentary that's coming out, you guys gonna see 26 years of behind the scenes footage that you guys have never seen.
When asked about Mayweather's choice to assist Frank Martin, Kelvin Ford, who has been with Davis since the start, did not mince words. Actions like these reveal a person's true nature coming from someone, Ford said, expressing disgust and frustration. Who has witnessed Davis ascend from lowly origins? Ford's response demonstrates how profoundly the Mayweather predicament has impacted the team as a whole. Not only did Davis feel betrayed, but his entire camp did as well.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, tank is tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we said what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Many in the boxing community were taken aback by Davis' decision to talk candidly about his fight earnings, which had previously been strictly regulated by Mayweather Promotions. Davis made it clear that he was no longer ready to conceal the truth by disclosing the financial realities he had to deal with at the time. He mentioned that he had been in an unjust financial situation while being managed by Mayweather. His path to complete independence took a significant shift after this revelation.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, you know, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on the shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I mean, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they said it.
Regarding the changes in his relationship with Floyd, Davis has not kept quiet. He has stated that Mayweather's behavior behind closed doors has not been consistent with his public persona. Davis thinks his desire to outdo Floyd's achievements might have sparked anger that was veiled. Although it hurts to think that his mentor might feel intimidated by his success, Davis now believes that this is one of the reasons why Mayweather chooses to back his opponents.
People don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the lawyer shit, that was all in my post.
Oh, that was you posted that. You posted that. Oh wow.
Chrome bag.
Right.
Lloyd shit. Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn.
D. Davis's opponents have been carefully chosen, as critics have. Frequently noted, possibly avoiding the riskiest matches. Some people think Mayweather influenced this story by deciding who Davis would fight. Although Davis has unquestionable talent, his legacy will be shaped by his ability to overcome more prestigious opponents and keep an unblemished record. It is feared that purposeful pairing may have curtailed his potential.
Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the most overrated fighters in the sport of boxing right now, and not because of his skills, but because of his resume, and resume does matter. In my opinion, he's a victim of what I call Terrence Crawford syndrome, where you have a really bad promoter who only wants you to fight in promotion fighters who you know that they can 100% beat. If Tank Davis wants to be great, he's going to have to fight one of the other champions in the two divisions that he fights in, 135 pounds and 140 pounds. I'm going to list off all the champions in those divisions and tell you if I think he can beat them or not. So first we got the only other full champion in 135 pounds, Shakur Stevenson. If they fought, I think Tank has a good chance of maybe knocking him out in the later rounds. But if I had to bet my house on it, I would say Shakur Stevenson would beat him in a close decision, and it would end up probably being a boring fight. But I think Shakur has the skills to beat Tank Davis over a long 12-round fight. Now we have Subriel Matias, who's a scary Terminator-like fighter who gives up the early rounds to come on later and drown you in those later rounds. But he's very stiff, and he doesn't have very good footwork at all. I think Tank Davis will probably, box his face off for most of the 12 rounds. There might be some trouble in the late rounds. But if Tank can stay out of trouble, I think this is one of the few champions that he would beat, but I don't think he would fight him. Now we have Pitbull Cruz, who Tank already beat by a close decision, and Tank beat him with a broken hand.
Mayweather has always positioned himself as a mentor to up-and-coming boxers. And his early engagement in Davis's career demonstrated that he provided prominence and promotional power in addition to instruction. His ring experience swiftly improved Davis's reputation. For many years, Floyd proudly claimed credit for Davis's success, and their relationship seemed indestructible. However, as Davis has worked to define himself according to his own standards, that dynamic has changed.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. Like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
Like some confusion, is Tank a Mayweather Promotions fighter still? Is he not? What is his his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Okay.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotions. His contract ran out, and that's fine.
Still
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.